Now, member of the House Judiciary Committee, Congressman Joe Neguse of Colorado. Sorry about that. Vice Chair of the House Gun Violence Prevention Task Force. You may understand my frustration. What's it like to hear we're done? And are we done?
It's good to be with you, Mika. I certainly agree with you. I think you articulated it well. I don't think we're done. I think Senator Cornyn is wrong. Look, yesterday we took a good and giant step forward, in my view, with respect to the bill that the president signed a few weeks ago and that he commemorated during the White House ceremony. I think it will undoubtedly save lives, but it's not a panacea. We have to do far more. And the president, yesterday made that crystal clear during his very forceful and compelling remarks. I don't think that Senator Cornyn is right. We cannot be done. And I think you also, Mika, underscore the real choice that the voters will have this fall in terms of supporting House Democrats that are championing for the people and trying to do everything we can to lower costs and keep our communities safe versus Republicans, unfortunately, that have become all too extreme, whether that's those who are unwilling to take the steps necessary to safeguard our republic, as evidenced by the January 6th hearings, or to keep our communities safe, our children safe. As a father of a 3-year-old daughter, I have to say, watching that video that you just showed, it's just so disturbing, and it should shock the conscience of every American.
And with respect to Senator Cornyn saying that you guys were complaining about what you didn't get in the bill, that's because you didn't get a lot of things that are necessary if we want to keep our children from getting shot up in schools. What are some of the measures you're still looking for?
Yeah, a couple of things. First, I'd say, Mika, politics is the art of the possible, as you know, and there are a number of provisions within the bill that the president signed that just 8 weeks ago, many folks thought did not have sufficient support on Capitol Hill, and yet, folks worked hard and came together under Senator Murphy's leadership and the leadership of many others to get that bill done. Of course, as you said, there are a variety of other measures: universal background checks, an assault weapons ban, raising the age from 18 to 21, many other steps, closing the Charleston loophole. The vast majority of those steps are very popular with the American people, notwithstanding the obstinance and the opposition from so many Republican politicians here on Capitol Hill. So look, I think politicians are going to continue to catch up to their voters, as was the case with respect to the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, and we're going to have to use that legislation as an opportunity to open the door and build on that legislative achievement to do more.
Congressman, I want to get your take on the January 6th committee hearings we've been watching. You were one of the House impeachment managers for President Trump's second impeachment trial, so you know what it's like to confront Donald Trump and to confront the people around him. I'm curious as to the case you think has been made against Donald Trump and the people that helped him carry out the January 6th attack on the Capitol, and what you think should happen from here as the Justice Department watches along with us.
I think my colleagues on the January 6th committee under Chairman Thompson's leadership have done an incredible job in terms of sharing with the American public the real truth and at a granular and contextual level as to the forces behind the events of January 6th, and ultimately the cold, hard truth of the former president's culpability, which, as you know, was on full display during the course of the impeachment trial a year and a half ago. I thought yesterday's hearing in particular was incredibly compelling to hear the president's former lawyer, Mr. Cipollone, say what we all knew to be true, which is that these conspiracy theories, parroted by Mr. Giuliani and others, were precisely that, nothing more than conspiracy theories. Of course, I wish that Mr. Cipollone and so many others who have come forward would have come forward a year and a half ago when the country was in the grips of that impeachment trial, and we were working to convince the United States Senate to ultimately do the right thing and choose country over party and convict the former president and also potentially pursue disqualification as a remedy during that process. Obviously, that didn't come to pass. We are where we are, but I think the committee's work has been undoubtedly of great public service to our country in terms of sharing the truth of that terrible day and hopefully enabling us to take the steps necessary here on Capitol Hill to ensure it doesn't happen again.
Democratic Congressman Joe Neguse of Colorado, thanks so much as always for your time. We appreciate it.